Randy, we had gradualism and a measured moment with Greenspan. Is that history now with this odd economy?
That's history. That is long, long behind us. You can see that the Fed now is trying to move expeditiously. Exactly as you said, this is completely consistent with their desire to move fast, and I think they are very likely to go 75 basis points at the next meeting. Obviously, we'll get some inflation data between now and then. They're also going to get a GDP report because they'll know the numbers before we know them when they make their decision on Wednesday. We'll find out on Thursday at the end of the month. But I think they're going to go 75, and I think there's nothing in this report that would slow them down from that.
Randy, there's just a question I have. I don't want to make too much of a big deal of it. It's just something that keeps jumping out to me. We keep churning out really robust jobs growth. Payrolls, 372,000. Unemployment's really stabilised at 3.6%. I'd love your thoughts on what you make of that.
Well, this is exactly as Mike said. You've got two different surveys and different ways of gathering the data, so they're not always exactly the same. And we don't always know month to month why one is going one direction, one's going another direction. But I think both of them point to pretty robust job market right now. But I do see that weakening by the fall.
And what do you make of a lower participation rate, 62.2%, Randy?
Well, it's sort of been bouncing around 62.2, 62.3. I think, it's small enough to, and it's only month-to-month movements to. It's too difficult to make too much of that. But I think what it says is that there's a large number of people who I think are just not going to come back into the labor market. I think especially older workers that had come in really, really robustly before the pandemic struck have just said, this is just too risky. There's really no need for me to be in the job market and being exposed. I want to be spending time with my kids. I want to be spending time traveling with my loved ones. And I think we're just not going to see the labor force participation rate move up to where it was pre-pandemic.